Look at what he is. Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. The reason I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6.
These need to be emotes. This face and this face. Both fantastic emotes. Somebody make it happen.
And he went to the funeral. The idea that she was murdered by an immigrant coming in. They talk about that. But here's the deal. There's a lot of young women to be raped by their in-laws, by their spouses.
I don't know where he was going.
Brothers and sisters. It's just ridiculous.
What's
and they can
going
do
on?
nothing about it. And they try to arrest them when they cross state lines.
Thank you. This feels like when somebody is trying to talk to us in chat and we have no idea what they're saying, and then you go back in their message history and they're on drugs. And you're just like, oh, so you're crazy. Like, no idea what the f you're talking about.
Oh my God. That guy's mental state, I've said it for years now, he's cogent. But I undersold him when I said he was cogent. He's far beyond cogent. In fact, I think he's better than he's ever been. Intellectually, analytically, because he's been around for 50 years. And I don't really, you know what, I don't really care. Start your tape right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth.
Wait. If this is the best Biden's ever been, how bad was he before?
By their in-laws, by an immigrant coming in. They talk about that. But here's the deal. There's a lot of young women to be raped by their in-laws, by their spouses, brothers and sisters.
Wait, what?
It's just ridiculous. And they can do nothing.
I have to insert a meme here for my editor.
Obviously, we have a rapist in Lincoln Park. He's climbing in your windows, he's snatching your people up, trying to rape them, so y'all need to hide.
What is this?
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts.
Give him a gold star sticker.
What did Trump do?
Holy shit.
Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
What is the average age of retirement in America?
The answer I found is 66.
Hey Siri. How old is President Joe Biden?
Joe Biden is 81 years old.
Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
How old is Donald Trump?
Donald Trump is 78 years old.
Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
What is the process like to move to Canada from America?
10%. Like, and I would say 10% is a big number. Like, that's it. Yeah, you can't manipulate social media companies again? Well, I mean, in general. He'll get more than 81 million votes this year? Well, I don't know, man. A lot of people think he's going to win after the show. Yeah, bro, like, that's it. I think if you were on the fence, you'd have to...
Hey, Siri.
Huh?
Would you ever run for president?
Okay, I found this on the web for Would You Ever Run for President. Check it out.
Hey, Siri.
Huh?
How long does it take to get Canadian citizenship?
You want to know the reason why? It's because everybody knows him. Everybody fucking knows Biden. And back in the day, like, there was another guy, and he had a voice crack at one of his rallies. Like, his entire career as a politician, Howard Dean, that's what it was. Yeah, I don't remember what it was, right? But that destroyed his entire career. So in order for you to understand what matters to the public for voting, and I think there's also a lot of pressure for him to keep doing it too. And I think...
What was the voice crack they're talking about? Let me see.
You know something? If you had told us 1 year ago that we were going to come in third in Iowa, we would have given anything for that. And you know something? You know something? Not only are we going to New Hampshire, Tom Harkin, we're going to South Carolina and Oklahoma and Arizona and North Dakota and New Mexico. We're going to California and Texas and New York. And we're going to South Dakota and Oregon and Washington and Michigan. And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House. Ah!
Was that the scream?
Pennsylvania, Ohio.
That didn't mean really?
Oh, Michigan. We will not quit now.
This guy's way better than anyone we have right now, and that dude
Forever we want our country
Fuck, man.
back for ordinary Americans.
That's crazy. That wasn't even that bad. That's insane. That wasn't even... Compared to what we got now, that's nothing, bro. That's just fine. But that was also in a time where it's like people didn't really have like YouTube as much, so finding the direct replay of it for yourself was probably hard to do. Instead, you just get what like the media tells you on the news and like SNL and shit. So.
Number two, the idea that you have a right to seek retribution against any American just because you're president is wrong. It's simply wrong. No president's ever spoken like that before. No president in our history has spoken like that before. Number three, the crimes that you are still charged with. And think of all the civil penalties you have. How many billions of dollars do you owe in civil penalties?
President Biden, you would be 86 at the end of your second term.
They're both so old.
Concerns about your capability to handle the toughest job in the world well into your 80s.
Well, first of all, I
Trump would be
half my
his
career
age,
been criticized as being the youngest person.
But I'm in as good a shape as I was years ago. I feel very good. I feel the same. But I was willing to take a cognitive test. And you know what? If I didn't do well, I aced them. Dr. Ronnie Jackson, who's a great guy when he was White House doctor. And then I took another one, a similar one. And one of them said they'd never seen anybody ace them.
Just saying to sound good.
223rd pounds.
This is literally
About golf.
This is what children do. The kids in my family do this constantly to each other. Be like, bet I can jump higher than you. Nuh-uh, bet I can.